Supreme Rising, beautiful people. Supreme Rising. We're going to let this room fill up, and we're going to have a conversation this morning. It is 7:45 on a Monday. And I got payroll today, and I feel good about it. A lot of people don't like doing payroll. A lot of people get emotional doing payroll. I like payroll. You know what I'm saying? It lets me know I'm actually helping people. So I like that. So I'm actually going through my 1111 material. And just to let everybody know, we have added my homeboy, my good friend, my brother, Mr. Alex Lugo, to the actual event. So the first 2 hours of the event from 6 to 8 for all of my individuals who are interested into leveling up and already leveling up. We have added education to the actual event, because what would be elevation and motivation and laughter without a little education? You know what I'm saying? True education, real education. So we're going to get some more details and get a flyer produced for that. And then the actual fun part is going to start at 8, between 8 and 8:30. We got a couple of deaf poetries artists that's going to jump on stage and literally bless you guys with some good poetry. But this morning, I want to talk to you guys. I had a conversation with a guy yesterday. And this guy was truly talking about the future truly don't need us. He was literally, honestly, having the conversation with me about how the future truly don't need us. And imagine everything this guy was saying. I had to agree with the motherfucker. I hated that I had to agree with his ass, because the more and more and more you deal with the people, the more and more and more you see the different level structures, and you see the traumas, you see the toxins, you see the lack of decision making. What up, Alabama? We got 223 beautiful people in here this morning. Let's show some love and put your cities in the chat, and let Mr. Holistic recognize you early in the morning. By the way, I got new glasses, y'all. So we ain't got to worry about those motherfuckers being sideways no more and me taking sideways selfies. And for those who are new in my chat, I am 100% the real deal. Real deal, Holyfield. I'm being censored. I am being shadow banned. I am being literally shut off across all platforms. Pennsylvania, I see you. I see you tapping in. I see you tapping in, Pennsylvania, because they don't want me to talk to you guys. And it's okay. It's okay. Supreme Rising. Because we're going to talk no matter what. And that's one thing they can't stop. They can't stop the natural attraction that people have to genuine people. You see what I'm saying? They can't deal with it. They can't deal with it. So I was literally saying to this guy yesterday, bro, we're all gods. We're all gods. We all have godlike energy. And I said, and at the end of the day, God always wins. Like, humanity always wins. Like, no matter how, you can go back into history. Every time from history to history, they always try to give power to some tyrant. And at the end of the day, the people eventually gather themselves up. What up, Boston? I see you. They gather themselves up and then reboot and start all over again. Always happens. Always happens. Meaning, a lot of us right now could easily not see that victory. What up, Patty? I see you. But you got to understand that. You got to understand that. And if you do not understand that, yo, what's up, baby? Good morning, bro. Good morning. If you do not understand that, then you're going to be moving emotionally right now, and you're going to get shaky. Like, I had a guy in my DM tell me, listen, bro, I think it was a mistake you moved your family to Florida. I think you guys should get out of Florida. And go where? And go where? I live with both of my mother and father. My mother and father still together, 49 years. I come from good roots. I don't come from a broken home. I don't come from an oppressed state. I don't come from a victimized mindset. Like, you guys got to understand, like, because you go through things in your past, that don't mean you carry them to your future. That does not mean you do not have them to deal with. Those are development issues. And this is what I always tell people, like you can't allow your traumas to consistently affect your future. And every time you allow your traumas to affect your future, that means you're carrying that attachment. And then you have to pull those attachments out so you're absolutely able to move forward. Because sometimes you'll get blessed with someone or something, and because you have so many attachments pulling you back, you're not even allowed to truly enjoy them, because you have those attachments constantly pulling you like this. So for those who understand that, you understand that was a dime for you. For those who think it was just like, well, when you grow up and you find yourself in a situation where you just really don't know why it's just fizzling out, and you're just self-destructing, and you're blaming everybody other than yourself, this is exactly the moment you go, man, I was on a live one morning, and some fucking young man was talking. He was talking with some pretty teeth. With 1111. I don't suppose you by know where it is. It's not. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. But I appreciate you using your thumbs. So in other words, back to the conversation yesterday. The guy was right, and he was saying, do you see the rapid movement of technology? And I've been coming on here the last few days telling you guys about how fast technology is booming. And I'm reading a book about technology. And I said, listen, they're gonna speed the technology up. And when they speed the technology up, that in itself will wipe out so many individuals, because so many individuals are just not going to evolve into it. Like, I'll give you myself. I like to talk about myself. I don't like to point fingers at people unless I point like this, you know. That's the only way I like to point fingers, but I can point all five. I remember playing the Super Nintendo. I remember even playing PlayStation 1. I remember when it went from PlayStation to from the silver one to the black box. You understand that? Y'all remember that PlayStation Switch? When it went from the actual silver PlayStation, like the PlayStation, the regular one, to the black box, they lost me. When the joysticks and all of that shit changed, they lost me. They lost me. The L2, L1, the R2 with the analogs, I said, it's not that important. It's not that important. So I stopped playing video games. And so for me, I personally watch men spend 6, 7, 8 hours of their day playing video games. And then on the other side of their day, they'll spend 20 to 30 to 45 minutes with different people bitching about their financial situation, and that they don't have time to do anything. Because there's also guys that'll be married, they'll be in a relationship, they'll be like they'll have 2-3 jobs sometimes, and you'll still find time to spend 4-5 hours in that video game world. You can't get shit done like that. Can't get shit done like that. Like, I have to tell myself, like, man, get the fuck up out of this garage, bro. You got shit to do. I'll get in this garage and I'll get to creating. See, I like to create. I like to take my ideas and create on my ideas. So the same way individuals play in that video game world, this is why I say on 11/11 is the time for us to communicate, because our children are going to be so strung out on that energy where they're only going to feel successful as those avatars. And this is where the guy got me yesterday. He said, bro, I'm 67 and look at my phone. And he pulled that flip phone out, y'all. He pulled the flip phone out. He said, you see, I'm not cool like y'all. And imagine this, he was an upbeat guy. He wasn't like an old whippersnapper just talking crazy. We were talking just a random conversation, and then this came up. So that just lets you know you're being in the right place at the right time. And he tells me, he said, listen, bro, I'm still with it. I'm still here. I'm still healthy. I'm still waking up. I'm still doing push-ups. But I see that I personally, I can't go past this. This is like, I answer it, I close it. I don't call nobody. Everybody call me. I don't text nobody. He said, so to me, I'm a dinosaur when I'm still walking with my head up, watching society walk with their head down. And how many people in here right now, even me, I almost hit a guy yesterday, just bumped straight into him with I was just scrolling, just like this. Just like, oh shit, my bad, bro. In Oshkosh Bigosh. In Oshkosh store. I just then ransacked the motherfucker, just boom, with my basket and everything. Technology is like fucking draining our fucking good energy of connecting with good people. Imagine how many individuals you would miss in the passing of your actual journey because you are actually looking down the split second they pass you. Imagine the conjured up energy that Apple does, which are slave camps. Did you guys know Apple? They had a meeting. This was like years ago. You can do your research. Apple had a meeting on how could they change or lower the suicide rate of their employees in their companies. How could they lower that suicide rate? And at the end of that meeting, do you know what they did? Do you know what they did? Let me get some 8s. Let me get some 8s. If you would like to know what they did. Because I might have to save that to the event. Tap that screen, y'all. Tap that screen. If you in here, tap that screen. Listen, they did not do anything. All they did was paid another company to come to their company and put nets around the whole fucking structure of the building. So now when the motherfucker jump to commit suicide off the top of their building, they don't even die. They fall in the net. They paid for nets, Krista. They paid for nets, y'all. The same Apple phone that I got right now. The employees that was working there were jumping off at committing suicide at a rate where they had a meeting. And in the meeting, they discussed how to stop it. And they just put nets up. And you got motherfuckers talking about oppression with an iPhone 12 in his hand. You see why this shit is funny? This shit is funny, so we got to talk about this shit and start stopping it, because if it's going to get way out of control. So imagine, I see motherfuckers in the Black Lives Matter movement talking about the George Floyd shit, talking about the system is oppressing them, and niggas got $500 retro Jordans on. How is that possible? I'm witnessing it. I got a pair. Imagine, I'm telling y'all facts. I can only talk facts. So when this boomer tells me, imagine the technology, bro, where I've already quit. Think about where is your line. This is what he told me. Think about where is your line where you're going to stop and say, you know what, man, fuck that. And I said, my line was with the PlayStation. I tell him, I stopped with the PlayStation, bro. I don't play video games. He said, bro, the video game world, is the true energy and portal to the actual like satanic energy, like leaving out your consciousness, like leaving the vessel, leaving the temple, and like diving into that actual, what they call it, that what's the actual, the chemical that produce, I can't think of the chemical. What is the chemical? Somebody put it in the chat. Somebody put the chemical in the chat in the brain. That social media, serotonin. There you go. Thank you. See, that's why I be loving Dusty. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Dusty man 223. Thank you, brother. Serotonin. So serotonin and dopamine. Dopamine is what I was actually looking for, but serotonin is exactly. So I appreciate that. So the video game world. Imagine the video game world. Imagine the new virtual reality world. Imagine Ready Player One. Imagine Ready Player One. This is what the whole purpose of the actual metaverse of Facebook is about. You see? And people don't realize that. People don't realize that. That is going to allow people to enter into an actual whole new ramification of social media. So now you're going to take your pedophiles and your weirdos and your your both of them's, and they're going to jump over there. And now individuals can dibble dabble with them, and they can hide themselves and not even be. I'm telling y'all, it's finna be some fat, nasty, like straight what you see off the movie. Some fat, nasty white motherfucker with a white beater on, with mustard stains, with a fucking VR set in his fucking front room in his basement or some shit, acting like he's a fucking Jessica Rabbit. And niggas gonna be over there with no self-esteem, low, like no real social active being a pimp. Just niggas just gonna be in that motherfucker and just, man, smacking off some 6'5", 400 failure linebacker that refused the vaccine in 2021, and now it's 2035. We got shit to talk about. So, I'm also tell y'all a story on 11/11. I'm gonna tell you a wonderful story about how I was trained in the military in India and how I was awakened in 2009 on child trafficking and the abuse of the medical world on children. Have anybody ever heard of the Arkansas blood scandal? Have anybody ever heard of the Arkansas blood scandal? Come to the event. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. Google Arkansas blood scandal, somebody, and then it was how the government ran studies on foster kids. My grandmother was in the foster children business, so we always kept foster kids around our home. So imagine, Google that, and I have a whole story connected to that. My grandmother kept foster kids, and my grandmother got sick when I was 14 years old, and because I was the biggest male in the family, don't forget about my growth spurts. See how everything starts correlating. So I grew to about where you see me today when I was like 12, 13. So when my dad would go to work, I would be the man on the household, on the land, because I got two sisters. So when my grandmother got sick, my dad told me, yo, you got to go to your grandma's house and help her out with the kids. So therefore, you're going to start driving. So I started driving when I was like 14, back and forth to school. So that's a whole nother story. What did he say? On the opener is driving nuts. So what we got going on? Yep. They gave tainted blood to the minorities. There you go. And they did it to the foster care. They did it to the foster care. So they started trying to run some tests on the kids what my grandmother was keeping. And listen here, if anybody know about black grandmas, they ain't the same. Black grandmas ain't the same. I don't know if y'all know that. Black grandmas ain't the same since we talking color. I know my grandma went the same. Only things coming up the prison blood scatter, you got to do a little digging. You might have to get on DuckDuckGo. So my grandma wasn't playing that shit because even though they were foster kids, and she was like labeled as a government as a foster care parent or whatever, however they label them, to my grandma, them were her kids. And you don't fuck with granny babies. Like kind of like the German grannies. Yeah, you don't fuck with my grandma babies. So they started coming in and trying to run all of these tests on these kids, and these kids started getting sick. And my grandma already raised these kids from babies. We had one kid that was found in a dumpster at a Kroger's parking lot. And they immediately brought her to my grandma's house when my grandma already had more kids than she was supposed to have. But they told my grandma, listen, we don't have nowhere else to take this kid because only you are going to have that energy to be able to literally get this baby back up into par. So we're going to leave another one with you. We'll pay you with all of this shit they came and did off the record, off grid. The Native American grandmas. I would say almost any grandma at this point. Because there's some fucking crazy ass white grandmas out there too that'll kick a motherfucker ass. That's some crazy fucking white grandmas from Louisiana ain't playing that shit either. So all grandmas, we're gonna give all grandmas credit. We're gonna rewind that statement and we're gonna say all grandmas. Y'all know how all grandmas are. I'm a grandma myself, that's for sure. I love it. So imagine my grandma wasn't playing that shit. So I got a real deal story about that shit. How we stood strong for the little 6 kids we had. We stood strong in McAllen, Arkansas. McAllen. Listen and look at you. Man, that shit went down. And I was like 14, 15 years old. And so when I was 14, 15 years old, I started realizing that the system truly didn't care for the kids because I saw how they was like fucking doing the kids with my grandma. And I was like, why the fuck y'all keep running these kids in and out? Imagine they would come take a kid out of my grandma's house, replace him with another kid, and that kid would be there for like 4 or 5 days, and then they would bring the other kid back because the situation didn't work out, and then they would just snatch that other kid. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why y'all? So we had to start like emotionally not being attached to the kids. As a kid, imagine. And it's hard not to do that when you're like waking these kids up, you're fixing them toes, you're helping them brush their teeth, you're helping them put their socks on. You get attached to these kids super quick because you're literally doing God's work. You're being a warrior of God, protecting children of God. And these are kids that are coming through troubled situations. We had so many children coming from like just crackhead parents. Oh, if you knew on my platform, listen, I cuss all the time. And I'll tell you why I cuss all the time, Pokey Rose. Because when I first started talking, I used to talk nice and sweet. You see? And this is the story I'm giving you right now. When in 2008, 2009, 2011, 2017, I was talking nice and sweet. Listen, guys, there's a problem. Listen, we have a true problem. They're after our children. I was talking nice and sweet. And everybody told me I was crazy. So now I'm at the point where it's fuck it. You don't fucking understand because I know I deal with people. And sometimes you have to tell a salesman, bro, if you don't fucking get your shit together, because you just fucking told me your money is low. You just fucking told me that you're struggling at home. You just told me that you're having problems, but now you bringing that shit to work. You better get your shit together and get focused because your paycheck and those bills ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on in your mind right now. And then they say, you know what? Thank you, man. Thank you for shaking me up. Thank you. So that's what's up with them F-bombs, sweetheart. Just like that. So now it's at a point where I have got to a point. I own my own business. I do my own shit. I can walk away from this camera and not be concerned with what's going on and 100% take care of what I got going on in my own little world. But that's an easy route for me. And what I see as a high vibrational individual, I see that there's an information war happening. There's a war on shipping right now. There's a war on business right now. There's a war on entrepreneurship right now. There's a war on psychological bioweaponry. There's a war all around us and no one is realizing. We're like probably in like World War V. And niggas are still screaming, man, I think it's World War III coming. Look, there's so much actually going on. The spiritual war is literally the most important. Y'all gotta excuse my crusty ass lips right now. The spiritual war is the most important. And imagine the spiritual war is energy and frequency. So who has the purest energy? It's going to be the children. So imagine Mr. Holistic stands here in front of you guys and say, listen, I don't care if you're Democrat. I don't care if you're Republican. Listen, coming from my heart. Why can't we come together and just say for one purpose? We still are mothers and fathers. We still have to protect these babies. They don't know. They don't know people are looking for that innocent energy. They don't know people was literally Monsters Inc. was for that adrenochrome. They don't know that pedophiles exist. They don't know. They get waking up to this shit. And that's why I always tell people, listen, I witness kids get waking up to toxins too early. Like we would get kids who were being molested since they were like 5 and 6 years old. And then we would get them when they're like 9 and they're already like fucked up. Protect your kids. So I'm saying if the energy has came to a point where I had to go rent out a fucking club, I had to go rent out a comedy club because I get on my lives every day and I talk this, and then people could like vibe to this, and they start going, you know what, you're right. Now I'm not going, now bro, we need to come together and talk because now they're going to censor everything. Do y'all know George Soros? George Soros. We already know he is one of the most evilest individuals in the world right now. This guy just created a cyber company that is considered literally the same equivalent, like it is equal to like the actual police force for cyber disinformation. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? If you think you got a problem with Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all this shit, this is why I don't bitch about the censorship. You see the 11/11, the event is going down. The link is in my bio. This is just a glimpse of what I'm going to do on stage right now. I'm going to have a real deal conversation. And because I have to label myself a stand-up comedian to be able to put it out there for you guys, this is what I'm going to do. Because when you start talking about the new reset, you're going to have to evolve. You're going to have to fucking transition. And the way to transition is to own your own. Because they're telling you you're going to have nothing. You're going to own nothing. And you're going to love it. And I know from my future and from my research and my due diligence that I've personally done for myself and my family, I've never depended on the government. I've never asked the government for shit. I don't need them motherfuckers for shit. And I for sure don't need their advice. I don't need nothing. If you're going to charge me to do business because this is what you got, fuck it. This is what I'll pay. And I'll keep moving business over here. And I'll keep elevating and I'll keep elevating. Oh, I learned something on this level. I can build a trust. And now I can truly own nothing but own everything but have nothing in my name. So you got to learn, and that is a journey. And that is a conversation that people need to have because people are still stuck on the lowest form of the financial vibration. And then you wonder why you constantly get crushed. You wonder why you make money but you don't see your money. Man, come on, man. We got to fucking have a conversation. And I done bought rented out a club, rented a production company because the shit need to be recorded. I didn't contracted a production company to come with professional cameras to live stream it, everything. Real shit. And you know what I said? One man, one stage with the world watching. And I put my cell phone there because I'm always doing this in my garage. I'm always doing it in my house. I'm always on this motherfucker. I'm like, fuck it. Why not get in front of the world? Then people start telling me, well, you ain't Dave Chappelle. No shit, I'm bigger. Physically. Just for the simple fact. Physically, I'm bigger. For sure, I look better. There's no comparison. Dave Chappelle is Dave Chappelle. He's a legend. I'm not challenging Dave Chappelle. Not challenging him. I love that motherfucker. If anything, I'm helping speak up for this motherfucker because he's the only one on stage talking that real shit. So therefore, he needs help. No cap. I got you, bro. I'm 6'2", 220. I got you. Fit lit, ready for any conversational type shit. So motherfuckers ain't just finna come up and run me down and think I'm just finna just start sucking some dick. You see, I don't need none of that shit. I can speak real shit, you see. Like I'm just not some kid off the block. And that's what they fail to realize. And this is why they don't want me talking to y'all. Because when I talk to y'all, I speak to y'all from the same view. And I come eye to eye. I don't come because I got 175,000 followers on here on TikTok. All organic. Never paid a dime on here. 49,000 on Instagram. All organic. Never paid a dime. My sons, all of them, they set my shit up. You see? People right now, when did you start doing lives again? You see? They just let me on. Like last week, bro. Like last week, they let me on. Every time I jump on that motherfucker, they telling me, no. Now I got dates on here. No. I said, okay. Now I can't go on IG. So I'm here. Like that. And I'm telling y'all, the event is going down. I done rented out the club. I done rented out the production company. I done 100% talked to the owners of the club. They cool. Not only are they cool, but they sitting there saying, man, we love what you're doing. We finna promote what you're doing. And then if you want to go into, because I know you travel, any city you want to go to, we have access to improv theaters. Wayne Brady shit. We got to make the world laugh. And we got to educate you and give you proper information so you can make proper decisions. In 2022, this is why I'm getting on stage. Because 2022 is going to come where you're going to see AI make aggressive movements. And people say, well, Mr. Holistic, well, what the hell does that mean? Well, they're going to make aggressive movements towards labor. I'm not a laborer. So therefore, I'm going to witness this. And so when I'm in a leading position, witnessing things, I like to inform the people that are going, hey, you guys. Over here, I don't see you guys working. Like, I'm a well-traveled guy. I travel all the time. And sometimes I need that rapid. I need that rapid service. So over here, they made everything rapid. How many people right now will go into Walmart if you didn't have to deal with nobody? How many people will go into Walmart right now if you didn't have to deal with nobody and all you had to do was go in there and just fucking scan your phone and take everything you needed? You put a list together on your phone, submitted it to Walmart. They gave you a QR code. You go in and get the QR code and the bag come out. And you just walk straight up out there, motherfucker. Yeah, Walmart is horrible. Walmart is horrible. But imagine the organic store lines out the door. Imagine how many people are going to go out to Walmart and just sign that QR code for the fastness. Because you got to understand, instant gratification is what everybody is basically on when you're on social media. Everybody's on it because when you post something, you want thousands of likes. You want it to go viral. This is why people are doing it. I personally, truly, and you can ask anybody, I don't care if just 1, 2 motherfuckers look at my shit. And what people fail to realize, they go, man, you should get about 2,000, 3,000 people in your life, 300 motherfuckers on TikTok, on me on Instagram, bro. I said, bro, I just cut my phone on, bro. And this is what technology does. Technology wants you to get likes from thousands of people versus you truly just liking yourself. I could 100% take a selfie and post that selfie. Whereas I would see another individual take that same selfie, fuck with that selfie for like 8 to 10 minutes to make them look even better, to add the filters to the selfie, to get a better response. I've seen people take a post, hold a post, and wait for a specific timing to post to get a greater reaction versus just posting. And then they tell me, yo, you know, Mr. Holistic, if you actually did strategic posting, you would get way more clicks. You would get way more views. I said, no, bro, you know what? I truly understand why you say that, but that is never my intentions. My intention is to put some information out, and those who hear it, they hear it. Like, I don't want to manipulate the hearing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to manipulate the hearing. Because if the niggas don't hear me, fucking nigga, I wasn't talking to you. Yeah, y'all remember that energy? You remember that energy? Motherfuckers like 4 or 5 people over going, what you say? Like, what? I ain't talking to you. Huh? I ain't talking to you, bro. Do y'all, let me get some 8s in the chat. Let me get some 8s in the chat. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, I'm like that. Like, and there's so many people with our energy, sweetie. Casey, there's so many people with our energy. And now we're parents. I got an 8-month-old baby, a 9-month baby daughter right now. So imagine what I'm willing to do, how I'm willing to put myself on the line just so I can make sure she has a real clean path. Just a clean path to like 15 years old. Do you understand what the fuck we gonna go through in the next 15 years? I'm like fucking like this right now in the next 15 years. I got to be here. My daughter was 9 months. I got to be here. They're talking about depopulation the whole motherfucker in 2030. That's 9 years from now. Come on. It's time for a conversation. When people ask me, Mr. Lister, you doing a comedy event? Bro, what is comedy? Comedy is a man on stage giving you a conversation. Talking to the world. Giving the world joy in the time of a pandemic. Giving the world laughter when motherfuckers are crying. Giving the world peace and faith. You understand? We're not fucking with hope. I'm a man that don't believe in hope, to be honest. I think hope is for the fucking weak. And people say, Mr. Lister, you got to change your mind on hope. I ain't changing my mind on hope. Because when the motherfuckers start hoping for some shit, they always set themselves up for some disappointment. I don't hope for shit. I go get it. And then if I don't get the results, I figured out why I didn't get it. And then I go back and I try to do it again. I don't hope that we have a better day. I do my part to make sure we have a better day because my shit is very important. So I'm not hoping for shit. And this is that energy Obama brought in. That, yes, we can. Yes, we can. No, you can't, nigga, because you went on, you're looking outside yourself. Come on now. So there's a conversation that needs to be had. I didn't literally put the shit together to have the conversation. All y'all got to do is show up. You got to show up. And if you're not even available to show up, I done created a whole nother avenue. So you got to understand. I'm an individual that understands financial success. And if you want to have true financial success, you got to consistently create ideas and then create and brainstorm on them and create avenues for them. And when you create avenues for them, that's how you create multiple streams of income. So therefore, if I'm going to create a whole nother stream of fucking income, there's consequences and repercussions and taxes and all. Man, come on. So if I just say, people, come to me, see me, come sit with me, everybody's not going to be available. So I got to make all avenues. So this is why I created the whole live stream. I created a whole executive account to be able to shoot professional live streaming footage. Like if you were sitting here and watching American Idol, you can do like this. They pay for that shit. This is how they get you. They pay. I go, well, listen, if I got to entertain motherfuckers with and put real shit in your face, apparently my iPhone is just not good enough no more. I elevate. And Cachet, you know, I'll fucking elevate. You can't hold me down. People telling me right now, y'all, and I created all of this shit with you guys. I created all of this shit right here with you guys a week and a half ago. Like 100. I started telling you motherfuckers, listen, if I put up a event together, y'all gonna come fuck with me? Yeah, like 800 motherfuckers and talking about, hell yeah. So, oh shit, don't tell me like that. You can't tell me like that because I'll fucking go do it. All I need is a little motherfucking like that. And now when I'm putting it together, I'm literally attracting individuals that was telling me, bro, I remember 2 years ago you were talking about this. I remember 2 years ago you were talking about this. I have a book inside there that in 2014, I was saying in the next 5-6 years, get back on stage. And that stage was not even, I was just even talking about just performing because I was like still in fitness fighting shape. And I was talking about just fighting. Imagine. Imagine how God works. I was talking about fighting. And look at the stage that I'm on finna put together right now. I've already controlled the holistic stage for the last 16, 17 years. I see you, sweetie. I see you, Sean. I see you. So I'm telling you, it is time to even elevate my character. Because the squeeze is for everybody. I told y'all they finna squeeze. 2020, they came in with the bio weapon. 2020, and that was a bullshit one. I don't care what you say. God bless anybody that got tagged with it and then left off and got your lights turned off. God bless you. Because I ain't mad at nobody. God bless you. All you individuals that is confused, God bless you. All you individuals that want to be both of them, God bless you. I ain't got time for that shit no more. So all you sensitive motherfuckers, I ain't got time for that bullshit no more. We talking about the children. And if you getting offended because of what I'm saying about what we need to do to protect these children, clearly that you do not have children. So I'm not talking to you. I don't know how else to say it. like I gotta growl at motherfuckers right now. You know what my dog does when he senses a motherfucker that ain't got good energy? He goes, I'm like that right now. I had a nigga tell me yesterday, she's like, bro, did you just growl at me? I said, yeah, man, you might need to get back 6 feet. And then I laugh it off, just so he don't really chew, because I'm in my business. I don't want to create the ruckus, but I just laugh it off, just, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like, this nigga got low vibration. I see this nigga's energy. Because he's already cussing outside my door on the phone. Like, bitch, man, I keep saying this shit. And then you coming into some high vibrational shit. So when he comes like next to me, I go, He was like, yo, dog, you just growl at me? I was like, hell yeah, bro, you might need to get back. You guys growling niggas now, man. Fuck them. I'm growling. And imagine the dog don't care. He only senses the energy. So he don't care if you male or female. He growling. My Akita, he growling. So both of them. Yo, both of them. I'm growling at y'all. That's how I have to look at it. Growl. Because we can't just bite them. Because niggas got nanos and shit in them now. So you just can't bite you a motherfucker. You can't even just punch a motherfucker and get a splatter of blood on him. Remember Kevin Hart talking about the bump? You don't want that nano bump. You don't want that nano bump. Let me get some eights if y'all enjoying this shit this morning. It is literally, we already on here almost an hour, y'all. Don't tell me I can't entertain y'all and we can't have no conversation on 11/11. Don't tell me I can't entertain y'all. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I got a funny ass story that I was ready to tell yesterday. But daddy duties was really needed yesterday. But I tell a funny, scary story every year from my prank days. And I have a story that happened to me in Fort Scott, Kansas, on a bridge that was considered a witch bridge that was hanging witches in the Western days. Basically hanging holistic healers and spiritual readers in the Western days that they just called witches. And it was a pharmaceutical assassination where the actual pharmaceutical world 100% needed to take over, so they had to get all of the holistic queens out of there. So they just basically labeled them as witches. Anybody that was dealing with mineral, crystals, herbs. And then they hung them. And they hung them off this bridge over there between Fort Scott and Nevada, Kansas. Or Nevada, Missouri. One of the motherfuckers. But I was there in 1998. And let me tell you, I almost pulled a sleepy creepy. I almost shit myself. Yo, before I leave. You know when they say, how fucked up does things have to be fucked up to say it's fucked up? We got a president that has a rumor, but not once, not twice, but at least 3 rumors going around that he has shat himself. He has shat his pants in 3 different occasions. Now they saying he did it over at the Pope. 11/11, it is a must. You guys come. Join with me. Everyone is welcome. The world is welcome. The link is in my bio. I'm telling you, don't wait. There's only 250 seats there. You have 50 VIP seats. You have 200 theater seats. You have a projector screen on the stage. You have me. I have my DJ. I have my sound guy. I have a tech guy. We have 2 professional video cameras. We have a photographer. They're going to be going through the crowd, interviewing people. It is finna go down. Show up. Make the drive. Most motherfuckers making the drive for Trump. Imagine how many motherfuckers made the drive for Trump, and Trump had no intentions. He has no intentions. He say he coming back in 2024. It won't even be around. Like the structure of elections won't even be around. So that's a whole nother distraction. Like, why are you even playing with the people at this point? You said that you was going to go take over Nancy Pelosi's job and be the Speaker of the House. I think this is a conversation. He said he was going to go remove Nancy Pelosi. But yet you start your own social media and get on the stock market. So therefore, when everything Trump touches, they're going to try to destroy. So again, that is all distractions from distraction to distraction, when the whole purpose of you to go get Nancy Pelosi, then use the 25th Amendment to get him back, to go get back your position. That what was supposed to happen. But since you are on some entrepreneur shit just like me, so therefore I need to be on my entrepreneurship, and I need to be waking up the people, because the people are going to get squeezed through this shit. And he's going to say, do you miss me yet? Do you miss me? So it just lets me know it is clearly, he knows what's up. There's nothing behind it. The agenda is clear on both sides. Here in Florida, we're going to have a digital ID. So I'm telling everybody, go to the DMV right now and renew your license. Tell them you lost it. Do whatever. Tell them you lost it right now, just to get it to 2030. My license says 2030. And I'm going to keep that physical motherfucker to 2030. And since they talking about we ain't going to be here anyway, I ain't going to need shit after that anyway. So I ain't even worried. Fuck them. If I need anything more than that to submit to you motherfuckers, I ain't even want to do it from the get-go. You niggas tricked me with the birth certificate and the social security card. So nigga, fuck off now. This is my way out. Fuck off. I'm out. That's what's going to happen. Everybody's going to have their chance to say, you know what? Boom. Yeah, they already got everybody with the real ID and the facial recognition. I'm saying keep that shit at least to fucking 2030. Do you see what I'm saying? Make your stance. Don't get rid of that one and then just do the QR code in the phone, because that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. So they already got us locked in. They already got us locked down. They already got money on our socials. They already got Federal Reserve on every individual. We are truly slaves to an actual system that was not meant to lift us. It was meant to labor us. Like that. I said getting strong comment vibes from this live. Yeah, that's fine. You can get whatever you want. Everybody's ears are different. But for those who hear me and for those who don't, like I said 10 minutes ago, I ain't talking to you, motherfucker. Just that simple. You see? Prime example. Growl. Perfect. You see? Growl at the ignorance. You have to growl at the ignorance. You have to growl at the ignorance. So again, when you start understanding that there's a day is going to come where you yourself are going to have to make a stance for your own family. For your own family. You're going to make that stance for your own family. And when you make that stance, it has to be real. And when you're being real, you can commit. And when you can commit, you can 100% get a fucking result. Just like that. So I'm finna get up off here. I hear my baby getting up. And it's 8:30. It's 8:34. And I gotta go do payroll, like I said in the beginning. But I just want to get on here and tell you guys, like, listen, it is 100% going down. It is 100% going down. And on top of that, individuals who even try to hate on this type of information, this is the reason why we have to have the conversation. Because at the end, like 2-3 years from now, you can't even give them energy. You see? You can't even give them energy. And that's why we have to be equally yoked. It is in downtown Orlando. The event is in downtown Orlando at the Saks Comedy Lab. You can click on my link in the bio. You can get live stream tickets or you can get VIP tickets right there on the spot. We got a bar set up. We got food. We got clubs all the way around it. So the after party is going to be lit. We're going to leave the comedy club at 10. We're going to go straight to the bars across the street and we're going to drink and be merry. And I'm talking about drinking like Beowulf. You understand? We're going to just slide out and we're going to have a good merry time as a mass of people. And we're going to drink like Beowulf and we're going to laugh. It starts from 6 to 10. The comedy event is going to start from 8 to 10, but we're going to have a trading session between 6 to 8. So individuals who are interested in trading or individuals who are already trading, you're more than welcome to come in there and get highly educated. I got my boy Alex coming through. This guy's a multi-million-dollar trader. In the last 4.5 months, I've seen this guy make over maybe like 20 million. I've seen him make over 20 million. So I'm not talking to you like, oh, this guy just making like $10 trades. He's like recently, and he's only been trading a year and a half. I mean, actually a year. So I got my boy blessing it. We're bringing him in. We're bringing his whole family in. They're going to enjoy Disney and all the actual theme parks the whole weekend. They're going to make a whole weekend out of it. So we're going to come in on Thursday. We're going to bless the world with high vibration, and then usher in the laughter and 100% the joy, the information, the raising the vibration. You see, there you go. God bless that, Angie. A lot of people are missing out on that language. You see? So when you start talking about what's good, you have to understand the digital currency. So we teach charts. We teach it. We teach you how to make the money. We teach you how to create digitally, which you can literally make physically, but you do it digitally. So therefore, when you physically go make your money, you're like doubling up now. And a lot of people don't understand that double up. And when you can say, if you're making, say, $150 to $200 a day, and now you can create that digitally. And I'm not talking about 1,000, 2,000. I'm talking about the average information for the individual that understands the money. So when you start talking about another $200 to $300 a day, that's a lot of fucking money for the average. When you're taking 8 to 10 to 12 hours to slave for that 300, and you can go create it within 30 to 45 minutes in an hour with strategic movement and education. No guessing, no gambling. Education. Education is what makes these motherfuckers wealthy, not gambling. These motherfuckers ain't taking billions of dollars and just dumping over on the gamble. They got information. And when you have information, that's what I tell people. When you have information, you can make a proper decision. When you can make a proper decision, you can get a proper result. And when you can get proper results consistently, you can financially benefit from them. I love you guys. Thank you for everybody showing up. Even the guy that is in here hating, I really, truly appreciate you because you guys truly motivate me. 100%. I add you like little sticks to my fire, and I love that blaze of just of high vibration energy I get when I take hate and turn it into love, because that is what's wrong with the world right now. So many people are hating on people who are just trying to love. And if you just come in here and love, you would have got such a better reaction. You would have got such a better vibration, but you chose hate. And that's why I always tell people, God gave us choice. He gave us choice, and you chose just the wrong side. So therefore, God bless you. It's just that simple. Oh, you voted for Sleepy Tree Creepy? Oh, you just chose the wrong side. God bless you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it now. Keep it pushing. Keep it moving. So y'all have a great day. I love you guys. Show some love. Hit that link. I'll see you guys. Deuces.